Moving lovely. One, two, three, go. If you were buying your meat from the supermarket. Got a wee party of cows following me this morning.
There we are, we can't.
What a bee. That's the lorry done.
Ah, you bandit!
Yeah, we're stuck.
Morning, Holly. Good morning. It's pretty nippy this morning, but it's been 18 degrees today, so we'll get the sun cream worked out. Customers are all enjoying looking at the lambs, so they've gone down a treat. We'll jump in the 210. This is the sprayer 210 with the narrow tyres. Need to shift along the road. Right, shifting along the road to yard number 2 to get a trailer, and also need to shift a forklift from yard 4 back to yard 2. Get the tune sorted out.
So brother, check it out now.
Right, I got my trailer, I need to rearrange it, but I need to go and get the forklift along the road first. There you go, there's some of that. Remember I had the wee tool that chops the pipe up into shrouding? That's the shrouding there, quite handy. I'm just hanging about, waiting for Dad. He's not arrived yet to give me a lift along the road. Let's go look at a horse. I know nothing about horses. That is a horse. It is white. Charlie? If you were buying your meat from the supermarkets, top side, silver side in there, thick flank down there, shin in there. Tesco's anyway. I don't think the other ones got convicted. Couple bags here just to take up to Kev. He's at a field of wheat up here. This is a tricky road when you're coming up with a combine actually. A bit narrow. That was one thing when we were ordering a new combine to take into account was the width of all the roads we've got. So our old combine was a 5-walker on tyres, and our new one's a 6-walker on tracks. They're exactly the same width, because the tyres sit out quite a lot more than the tracks do, so exact same width meant basically we could go everywhere we can go right now. There's quite a lot of roads that we need altered if we went for a wider base on the combine. Here he comes. Quite a good field of wheat so far. These leaves are obviously a bit of disease kicking about, but those leaves will die off, and there's a good amount of clean leaves. That leaf down there is basically doing nothing there because there's hardly any green on it, but these two leaves at the top, good surface area to them, they'll soak up the light. There's a bit of disease on that second leaf there. So there you go, there's your K, all the wee red granules, and then, oh, that's actually urea, which is just breaking down. It was spread the other day. Where's some P? There's a bit of P. Is that a bit of P? I think so. So that's that. So urea will just be starting to wash in. That P and K will start to wash in as well, and it'll really get an oomph and get firing up. As the length of the day increases, the amount of sunshine hours, the intensity of the sunlight, and obviously the nutrition we've just added should just start to fly this crop. You can see the urea there, still just breaking down. Need a wee drizzle maybe to wash that in into the soil. Don't want it too heavy because it can wash off the surface and it can leach away as well. So you just want a wee drizzle, let it soak into the soil, the roots will soak up. Job's a good one. Job done. Subscribe. That hopper full there will finish this field, and then that's this yard done. Yard number 4 done. Yard number 2 done, which is just over that dike. And then he's going to come back to yard number 1 and do, there's only one field to do there. Donkey. Ain't all. Right, back home. Right, I'm away to do some ploughing. here. Right, we're all yoked up. Put this leg up. Right, that's the plough on. There's a 5 further there, but Kev's going to take that to a wee field which is kind of in the ends. The boards are all quite rusted, a wee bit sticky to start with, but they'll shine up. Dad's just keeping Kev topped off with it. Just going to finish off the bottom end of this field. Grand plan was to drain it. You can see wet bits up here, around them. Spring's coming in a wee bit fast for the drainers, so they're not thinking they're going to make it to this end. Just going to crack on with this field. There's other bits to get drained though. That's amazing where the waters ran and picked up sand. Left it down here in the fur. Let's make a wee AB along here. A wee bit carrywampus. Right, we're off to the races. Just setting an AB here. I'm just setting my AB, so I've set my A at the start there. I'll get to the end, click my B, and then that's my straight line for the rest of the field. Kev finished up in this field on a demo. I don't know which demo it was, but it didn't have GPS, so it's not dead straight. Not bad though. There we go. I've set my B, so we've got a straight line, so we just press that button there. There you go, that's it steering itself now. It's a bit annoying, this tractor, because the button's up here. Kev's tractor, the GPS button's on the joystick, so you just click and away you go. There, it's up there. So it's not bad. I'm complaining about little things, haven't I? And they've shined up already. It's going well now. A wee bit of fiddling about up that end, just because there was a bit carrywampus that needed sorted out. But sorted now, it should be pretty straight. Well, thanks to the GPS, not thanks to me. Seems to be making a good job of it. It's fairly loose soil at the moment, breaking up quite nicely. Kev's away to go ploughing later as well. I took this plough because this plough is so much simpler. It's exactly the same bolts for everything, apart from I think one little thing's got a different bolt, but all the bolts are identical. Real easy and simple, whereas the Lemkin, it's got about 3,000 different types of bolts. It's slats, not boards, meant to break it up a bit more, but doesn't really, don't know. This probably needs bigger boards, but it's doing fine. This needs another fur. That's what I said last year, dunks. We're not just putting bigger boards on it, but apparently you can. It's moving lovely. See the top link's set, so it's just floating in that slot. There's not too much pressure on the top link. The wheel at the back is setting the depth over at the back fur. The link arms here set the depth of the front, and then he's setting them both the same. Should be level across the 4 boards. That's the theory anyway. You can see where I was trying to sort it out at this end. It's a bit messy, but that should be it now. See Kev down there? He's just about finished the wheat. He'll be stopping for his lunch there. I'll wait a wee bit longer just so I can check the cows at the same time. It's going pretty smoothly at the moment. Most of the field's pretty loose and free. There's a wee bit chucker up the other end, but not bad at all. I've asked before, but put down below what podcasts you listen to. I listen to quite a lot of podcasts, always looking for new ones. To do with this fair Peely Valley at the moment. Bit of a stone down here, just trying to haul it out. Not catching onto it. Right, that's fine. Timed about right, because I'll just run in and get my lunch, get the forklift as well, come and dig that stone out. Kev's giving the spreader a wash down. Down in that bottom wheat field there's obviously been a few muddy bits. We'll give that a wash out and then we're done with it for a while. Stone's just in about there, so see what I can get with the forklift. Won't get up there. sized stone anyway. Thought it pulled out nowhere. No wonder the plough couldn't pull it out. The rockery grows. Right, we're off. This is the sprayer controls, by the way, if anyone's wondering. Here comes the lorry. Is that going to be for us? He's nicking on. He's nicking on. He's slowing down. He's slowing down. He's slowing down. Right, need to go and load a wheat lorry now. Scrap that. Just phoned Dad. He's going to go and load it. Right, there's been loads of chit chat in the news and articles and news and interviews and all that kind of stuff on fertiliser, and how fertiliser, because it's costing loads and loads and loads, we're now to just shift to only manure and slurry and dung and whatnot. There's been a few people throwing out some ridiculous statements. So I'm not going to cover the topic. There's been quite a few guys on YouTube cover the topic. Specifically, if you go watch Tom Pemberton's video on it, him and his dad, they explain it very well, and they kind of cover all different aspects of farming, how it's affected, and how the government are trying to make us do something that's not possible. And they explain it in a way that's easy to understand. If you're not in farming at all, it's understandable, or if you're 100% farming, it's understandable. So go and watch that. You're better watching that than watching me trying to explain it. I won't do it justice. So link's just down there. Go and watch it if you've not seen it already, and formulate your own opinion and tell me what you think. Well, 1 skimmer, 2 skimmers, 3 skimmers, gone. My skimmer has disappeared. I have found it. Goosed. Don't know how that's happened. Pull out. Pull out. So this is meant to sit like that. As you can see, it's just completely sheared. That's just taking it on the road to see if, to Agricar to see if they've got one in stock. If not, I'll try welding it, see what happens. It's leaving a bit of a streak in the field though. That's how I noticed it was missing originally. Hopefully Dad reappears with a skimmer mount or whatever you call that. Skimmer mount, the frog mount, I don't know. Apparently it's a frog. Anyway, here's a new frog. Just chucking the new bracket on. I just put the bolt through there and ugga-dugged it with the ugga-dugger, but I gave it too many ugga-duggers and I sheared it. Nice. There we go, job done. And just like that, 40 minutes is down the drain. Not bad, considering we didn't even have the part. I had to go and get it. So, right, back out to the field. It is absolutely scorching in here. Aircon, please just start working. It's only ever temperamental on a hot day. Starting to make some progress. Getting more chuck down this corner. This is the wet bit we want to drain, but anyway. There's Kev right up there. You go from that shiny stuff and immediately into loose, free, lovely stuff. Dad's shifting bales down there, the last of the ammonia straw, because they're sitting on an end rig that needs ploughed. I don't know what a standard fuel rate is for ploughing, but I think that's alright. That's probably averaging 13.5 maybe. Seems like it. See what it goes up to in the chuck bit. There you go, it's definitely up a bit in this chuck bit. I've not changed anything, but it's just having to work a bit harder to get through it. There's another lorry in for wheat. That one's from Ireland. We've had 3 or 4 from Ireland which were sold via CMG. Right, I've parked up there. So I need to bed all the cows and whatnot. I was meaning to do it this morning and then got sent ploughing, so bed everything up just now. Calves are all doing well, and there you go. That's why I'm always wary when I'm putting a bale over into the feeder, in case one of them does that and I squash them. Let's get you out, pal. Hey, come on in, beastie. There you go. The bull was eating out of here, so that's why there's spars missing. So it probably jumped in the gap there. Come on. It fell out, but anyway, it's out. Come on. Hey, there you go. Come on, beast. Up you get. Up you get. There you go, Gabby. Come on. There you go. There's a wee Percy. Can anyone see Percy in him? Oh, I need to start getting on top of horns, doing some horns.